Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man. You already know what it is, man. So let's get right to it. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about 21 Savage. Now, 21 Savage has had his issues with the law lately, man. And when I say lately, I mean over the past couple of years, man. Don't forget back in 2019, he was arrested by ICE in this case that he had going on. Just mainly dealing with the fact that, about his citizenship and all that, right? Well, today, a story just broke about 21 Savage having to turn himself into police after a warrant was issued in his ICE case. So this thing has not gone anywhere, man. Now, the specifics and the details are laid out in this report from XXL.com or XXLmag.com, I should say. And man, before we get to those specifics, do me a favor though. Make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and man, let's get it. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, man, let's talk about this 21 Savage story. Now, XXLmag.com, man, they did a story and the headline says this, man. The headline says, 21 Savage turns himself in to police following warrant related to his ICE case, his attorneys say. Report. So basically, they're basing their whole report off a report that was put out there by BuzzFeed last night, right? Now, the story starts off by saying this. It says, despite 21 Savage's arrest by the Immigration and Customs Enforcement Agency taking place in 2019, he is still embattled with legal issues in connection to the situation. Now, for those of you who are scratching your head wondering how a drill rapper from Atlanta has any kind of dealings with ICE, 21 Savage was actually born in the UK. You know what I mean? It's a weird story, man. His dad is some type of celebrity doctor or something like that. I mean, when I found it out, my jaw dropped, man. So it was wild to say the least. So he spent a lot of the time in his early years in the UK before he moved to, the east side of Atlanta or DeKalb or Decatur or wherever he was from, and became a rapper and whatnot years down the line, right? And that's the easiest way to explain all that. You know what I mean? It's not like he was out here faking and flogging. It's just that, his story is a little deeper than we thought. Remember, even when his brother was killed earlier this year, he was living in the UK. His brother was from the UK. So just for context, you guys can understand. Now, BuzzFeed reported on Thursday, the 23rd of September, that 21 Savage turned himself in to DeKalb County authorities in Georgia that same evening, following a warrant the agency issued for his arrest on September 7th. Apparently, the 28-year-old artist was on the hook for allegations of felony drug and weapons possession stemming from his highly publicized arrest by immigration officials over 2 years ago on February 3rd, 2019, man. So this is all in connection with his arrest from back in 2019. Now, the story goes on to say the Savage Mode 2 rhymer was released at some point Thursday evening. His attorney for the Atlanta-based UK-born rapper claims that his client was not privy to the warrant until yesterday, which is when 21 Savage turned himself in. So it sounds like 21 Savage didn't even know he had a warrant for his arrest back on the 7th of September and heard about it yesterday and immediately got with his attorney and turned himself in, which is smart, right? I mean, he's trying to avoid this situation as much as possible, trying to stay here to get his bag as much as possible, and do everything he's got to do to keep cranking out hits and making money. Now, the story also says that as far as the warrant goes, legal document reportedly claims on the night 21 was taken into custody in 2019, he tossed a bottle that had liquid in it, which tested positive for a certain substance that rappers are known to use, but it doesn't end there. It also says that reports claim that there was a firearm that was found inside the car that 21 was in as well. Now, in quotations, it says this. It says, the warrant appears to have been sought at the behest of ICE as the warrant was issued in the eve of the immigration court hearing in Mr. Joseph's deportation proceeding, and is based upon events that transpired on the evening that ICE arrested Mr. Joseph over 2.5 years ago. His attorney, who believes his client was arrested at ICE's request, said in a statement on his behalf, on 21's behalf. Now, 21 Savage's initial arrest on February 3rd, 2019 is connected to the rapper reportedly being convicted of felony drug charges in 2014. So it took him like 5 years to get at him, according to this story, man. So that whole ICE arrest and situation was based off of his initial arrest in 2014 And the arrest yesterday was based off the arrest in 2019, man. So it's like a chain reaction. Now, 21's attorney asserted that this information was incorrect, noting that the conviction was ultimately vacated. ICE later dropped the felony charge against the rhymer in immigration court. 21 Savage was released from ICE custody on February 12, 2019, 9 days after he was arrested. So eventually, he was released. You know, I remember when he got locked up, a lot of people were looking at it kind of sideways, like, what in the world is going on? Then all the information came out about his citizenship, and people started to get the drift, man. They weren't sure if he was going to be deported or not. That was a big topic. Now, it continues also by saying ICE became involved because 21 is not a legal resident of the U.S. He is actually a resident of the UK. Since his arrest a couple of years ago, the rhymer has been taking measures to obtain his green card. I'm sure that's a crazy process, especially when you got money and you're a rapper and all that, man. That's got to be add an extra layer to everything because, you know, he'd be on tour and all that. I'm sure he's got to do things that other rappers really just don't have to do. Now, 21 Savage entered the U.S. in 2005 on a visa. He reportedly has an immigration status hearing scheduled for 1 November. His attorney's statement also said this in quotations: "There can be no doubt that ICE is seeking to cover its own errors in detaining Mr. Joseph by pushing trumped-up charges against him and seeks to stop him from obtaining lawful permanent residence in the United States." Now, what his attorney is basically saying is he feels like the fix is in, and basically they brought up that information about the cup and what was, you know, contained in the cup to kind of derail his process or him becoming a citizen. So, I mean, allegedly, to be real with you. I don't know, man. I don't know. It sounds like a conspiracy type, but I don't know. Let's rock with it. Now, the story also says this in quotations. It says, "We are grateful for the efforts of the DeKalb County Sheriff's Office for quickly processing and releasing Mr. Joseph," his attorney added. "He will continue to fight for his right to seek permanent residence in the United States through the immigration court. We look forward on the day when ICE will play fairly with all those who seek justice within our immigration system." At this time, it says this as the final statement. It says, "XXL has reached out to DeKalb County Sheriff's Office, the Georgia Bureau of Investigation, 21 Savage attorney, and a rep for the rapper, and no comment, man." I guess they haven't received a comment yet. But it seems like 21 Savage, based on this report, is already free. Like, he turned himself in. I don't know if they had to bond him out or whatever. It didn't say a bond amount or anything like that. But what do you guys think about this situation, man? Do you think that 21 Savage has it particularly hard because he's not a U.S. citizen and he's out here, you know, trying to be a rapper, and really, it ain't no trying to it, to be honest, man. He's at the top of the rap game right now and he's really killing it. You know what I mean? Now, what do y'all think about the fact that he keeps getting locked up based on different arrests from different situations and different cases, even though it says that he was vindicated of the original charge? Now, with that, this has been your boy Big Man. Do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you get a notification every time I drop this hot content. And we out of here. Peace.